Welcome to a brand new show called DIU Escape Rooms Reviews. I'm Dom.
I'm Phil.
That's Phil. And we're going to review escape rooms. For those of you who don't know what an escape room is it's a puzzle room. There's a bunch of clues all over the place. There's locks. There's puzzles. There's all different sorts of stuff to...
A time limit.
Time limit. Mostly an hour. Some are a half hour. Some are 50 minutes. We've only done, we've done 45-minute ones.
Yep.
Or 40-minute ones, whatever it was. We've done 50, and we've done an hour. Well, I've never done anything under that. Under 40.
No.
We're still pretty novice to this whole thing. We've got 27 rooms under our belt. There's people out there that got hundreds of them. So, we're just going to give you our take on the rooms that we've done since when we started in February. And we're going to start with the first 3 rooms we did while we were in Florida and whatnot. First place is called Escape Rooms Fort Myers, right?
Yes.
And the name of the escape room game part of it was called
Game Masters.
Game Masters, right. Or Game Master. And we have a trailer for it. We'll play it. It was... What kind of theme would you say it was?
Saw, movie Saw.
Okay, I got you. I can see that. Well, let's take it to the trailer that they have up on their Facebook page. And we're back. So, the trailer looked really good for it. It definitely was a Saw-esque themed room. You had 1 hour to get out. We have pictures. We're going to show some pictures of us from inside the room. And you'll see that, like, right here, our friend Steph, who has done rooms before, she's chained up to a toilet. No, she's not actually taking a poop. It's not a real toilet. It's a display, not like the movie from, what is it, Couples Retreat, where the kid pisses in the Home Depot toilet. And then at the end, he's actually taking a dump. And he's like, Grandpa, there's no toilet paper. Help me get my shirt off. And I was chained to the wall, sitting on a folding chair.
I was in a cage.
Yeah, you were in a cage. And
Monkey in a cage.
Right. You'll see these pictures go through. It was our very first room ever escape room, actually. Very first ever escape room.
We did it on a whim.
We did it on a whim. We were eating at Ford's Garage.
Which is a very good place to eat.
Yes, go eat there. And we're like, what do you want to do? So, and our friend Steph is the one that brought it up, I think. Let's do an escape room. Okay. Found the place 5 minutes away. So, well, we're in the room. In order for Steph to get unlocked, I had to find the combination. In order for me to get unlocked, Steph had to, spoiler alert, and I'm sorry, had to get off the John. And in order for Phil to get out, he had to solve 3 or 4 locks inside the cage, which contained parts of codes to his lock. And then we had to unlock him and then find our way through. They said they only gave us 3 hints, right? But they nudged us along quite a bit.
Right. They told us about using the phone, which a lot of places won't let you do.
That's the only place that told us to. Actually.
Right. A lot of places you
the
can't even
ropes.
bring it in.
Right, they don't want you to bring it in. Actually, there's a place that actually has you lock them up. So,
I think we were a little over our heads going in there for the first time, not knowing what to expect.
right,
And I think they wanted to push us through.
right, to kind of just get us through it.
Yeah.
There were 2 rooms to this game. We made it into the second room and time ran out. It was a lot of fun. There's a couple jumps. There's at least one jump scare in there,
Right.
which is pretty good. And again, you'll see something when we show the pictures in here. You'll see them.
I think the hardest part was just we never had done it before. We didn't know what to expect.
Right.
And working together as a team, never doing that type of thing before.
We were just all over the place.
We were just all over the place.
We had no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
But it hooked us. It hooked us because was it the next day or the day after? Something like that.
I think we did one a day. We tried to do one a day, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We did 3 while we were down there overall, and the puzzles or the locks. You know, don't take this the wrong way, but guys, all escape rooms, keep your locks updated.
It doesn't cost that much to buy it.
Really, it's $8 for a lock, the most I think.
Yep.
And do us a favor, stay away from those combination ones because those things are tough. Kind of like your locker locks, those kind of combinations. The directionals were good.
I was in the cage that had 4 of those, and I can't do those to save my life.
Right? The directional ones are great. I like those.
Those are my favorite.
The word locks, I've never seen those before where you spell out a word. That's really cool. Electromagnetic locks are freaking phenomenal. Especially if you got the puzzles to go with them. Well, all in all, this room, again, it was laid out to see to a horror film.
It was kind of a disoriented, mad scientist kind of feel to it.
Yeah, because there were lab coats in there. There was a lot of syringes in there.
Yep.
Actually, a bathtub full of syringes.
Yep.
And
all weird writing on the walls.
yeah, a lot of numbers on the walls, a lot of writing on the walls. All in all, knowing what we know now after doing so many rooms, and that being our first one, I think we would have been able to beat it if we, again, knowing what we know now. And since we, you and me done 27 rooms together, we've never done a room apart yet, so we now know how to work together.
And for our first room, I think that was their hardest.
It was their hardest room. And leave it to me, all the rooms are booked, end up being the hardest ones when we go to the place.
Go big or go home.
Hey, they didn't have the ratings then. Now they do. A lot of websites do have the ratings now. But we just got into the second room and that was it. So we epically failed that room.
He told us when he came in at the end of the hour that we needed at least 20 minutes.
Yeah.
From that point on to finish it. We weren't even close.
And so we're going to do a rating system on this. And it's going to be either 0 stars to 5 stars. And of course 5 being the best. Overall room look, what do you think?
Overall room look, I would give it a 4. I think that it was pretty disorienting, and for that type of theme, I think
Right.
I think it was pretty good.
Overall, for me, I think I would go with 3. I think the room, after knowing what we know now, the size of the room was huge. They could have
Yes.
condensed it more
And made another room.
and could have done something else, right? So I'm going with, what did I say, 3?
Yeah.
I'm going to stay with a 3.
I did like I did like the big cage in the room.
Yeah, that was cool.
How we were all separated but together.
Right. And now, see, here in Connecticut, they actually can't lock the door. Florida, they can. Okay? So Connecticut, they cannot lock your... Technically, the door is not locked. You have to escape it, but it's not locked. In Florida, you can lock the door. And I think in North Carolina, you can too.
From what we went through, yeah.
Yes. So
I would
we've
say,
only
yeah.
done it in 3 states: Florida, North Carolina, and Connecticut so far. But from what we understand, that technically you cannot be locked in a room in Connecticut. But Florida, yes, you can be. And I don't think you could be. You could be handcuffed in Connecticut, but I don't think you could be chained to anything like that. You know
I
what
don't
mean?
think so.
You have to be able to move freely.
Right.
So again, I think that's
Part of that. As part of, I think Connecticut's thing is anytime that you want to leave, you can
Right,
get up
you
and just
get up
walk
and leave.
out.
Right. But there again, you'll see right here. I was chained to the wall. Here, Stephanie was chained to the toilet. And here, Phil is in an actual cage and can't get out unless he decided to try to climb up and over. But look at him. You think he's going to try to climb up and
it
over?
would work out that well.
I don't even think a trampoline would help. But anyway, but so, like I said, all in all, they really could have condensed that. So I'm going to give the place an actual. I'll give them a 3. Because we've been in some pretty good rooms since then, I think.
Well, I think 4 is just the actual layout of that particular room.
Okay. Overall, then.
Overall, I'll give it a 3.
Overall, a 3. Okay.
Yeah, overall, definitely, yeah.
That's what I meant to say too. It was overall a 3.
Yeah.
So. And that's Escape Rooms, Fort Myers. You'll see the website and everything right down here and whatnot. So if you want to check them out, they're you book online just like any other escape room. They're like right on the Cape Coral Fort Myers line, I think. Like right in that general area. I don't know Fort Myers that well, but
they were right by
the big bridge,
there's
right?
bridge.
Yeah, and I think that's the bridge you go over to get to Cape Coral.
Yeah.
So, and they have another room. I think it's called the Playroom, which is their easier room. But you can check them out, and they have another one too. I think it's called Area 51.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
They do.
They have that, and then they also have Exit Protocol, which I think they were building, still working on while we were there. I don't know if it's open yet, but check out the website. It'll be over here somewhere. Whatnot. So again, that's Escape Room Fort Myers. And that was our very first escape room.